Hello everyone. Today, Guru Gobind Singh College of Engineering and Research Center has organized an webinar on digital transformation in Industry 4.0. It is given by Mr. Anil Pagar, owner of Invensys CAD. The Industry 4.0 is nothing but the recent advancement in the industry which industry is going to follow in upcoming years. It involves a lot of recent technology such as augmented reality, artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, etc. So we should have a basic knowledge how these technology are going to change the industry in upcoming year. So let's start the webinar and I would like to invite Mr. Anil Pagar to hand over this particular session. Thank you.
After this COVID situation, people say world is going to change. So anybody can speak up or type in the chat box what kind of word is going to change. So that will be very good insights for the students. जर कोणी बोलू शकत असेल तर कशा प्रकारचं जग चेंज होणार आहे. So I will just like to hear from one person what he is thinking. One student particularly.
Sir, the things which were happening offline, like paperwork and all that, will start online.
Okay.
On the internet, like
Okay.
classes and all.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, is my voice is very low? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, it's okay for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks, Praveen, and I think Kaustubh spoke maybe. Thanks both of you. What is the digital transformation and what is the post-COVID world? So one got is the electrical vehicles are going to come. Yes, that's true. But the online education or online things are going to come on our way. So that's what is the digitization, or that's what is the digital transformation. But what role mechanical engineers will play? What roles mechanical engineers will play? That is very important to understand as a mechanical engineering branch student. So what will be our today's agenda? We will try to understand what is digital transformation, what is industry 4.0, what is augmented reality, what is digital twin. And then since we represent PTC, we will showcase you the PTC products, but these are the just for your information, wherein we can show you how digital transformation story has been articulated outside the industry or outside the educational institutes. That's what PTC solutions will give you the picture. And since PTC and how CAD model or CAD software will play role into this digitization or these digital transformation solutions, how it plays important role in industry 4.0. So that will give you a lot of insights about those things. So there is one saying which is very important. I think we must understand. As a student, you must understand. As a business professionals, we must understand. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I think today is the day where we are taking this single step by understanding more on digital transformation. Recently, I mean, 2-3 days back, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji said, skill, reskill, and upskill. So this is really what it means to give exposure to the digital transformation or to these new technologies. What he says, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday said the government is mapping global skills requirements while exhorting Indian youth to skill, reskill, upskill in order to remain relevant in the rapidly changing business environment and market conditions. So he's talking about the global, he's talking about our skills, he's talking about Indian youth, he's talking about reskilling, he's talking about upskilling. So this is going to come everywhere. Everywhere there will be a digitization, starting from our doorbell to the factories in the industry. So everywhere digitization will come. It's already started coming up. So I would like to know what is mean by the digital transformation by the students, what is mean by digital and what is mean by the transformation. So can anybody share what is mean by the digital and what is mean by the transformation? Can anybody speak up? Hello? Or anybody can put it in chat box so I will be able to see it. Hello? Yeah, please. Anybody want to speak about it? We need an active participation, right? Hello? Okay. So we'll just move ahead. I think nobody is replying. So it's very important what is meant by digital transformation. By definition, if we go by definition, digital transformation is the process of using digital technologies to create or modify business processes, culture, customer experience to meet the changing business and market requirements. The reimagining of business in the digital age is the digital transformation. So this is one typical definition given by the in uh, one of the website, and then another definition of digital transformation is it is an integration of digital technology in the all areas of the business, resulting in the fundamental change. So this is very important. The fundamental change means we are going to change it from basic. We are going to change it fundamentally, a different world, different strategies on the shop floors, different strategies on our homes, different strategies on the street, different strategies in the education field, different strategies on the way products has been marketing, different strategies on the way products have been servicing. So there has to be a lot of changes in this process on the business, what we are operating or how we are delivering the values. So that's what is a digital transformation. I will just take you through the this since this is for the this one is for the different digital transformation journeys. So this is one of the CEO of leading company, it's Microsoft. He's talking about the digitization, what is meant by the digital transformation by the Microsoft. So we'll just hear out. Sorry, if you are not able to hear the voice, please speak out and tell me.
As I travel the world and I talk to many other CEOs, today is digital transformation.
Everybody is able to hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Team, in fact, for even these 3 days. So I wanted you to get a first-hand feel for what a CEO is thinking about all over the world when they say digital transformation. So let's roll the video.
Business, from how we conceptualize products to how we engage with our customers to how we support them.
I think there's going to be more change in the financial services industry in the next 5 years than there's been in the last 30 years.
I think it's going to really help bring people out of poverty, help us connect them better, give everyone the opportunity to be able to get involved in solving problems together.
Every touch point with the customer is a digital component that unleashes possibilities.
It's going to be an exciting time and also very personalized for the consumer.
I think the patient will increasingly have more of their own information and need to be engaged as partners in their own healthcare. I think that is a big change. I think you'll see a material improvement in efficiency, much more digital delivery.
Really, the customer is wanting to combine what they love about a digital experience with what they love about a physical experience. Those worlds have been coming together for some time, and it is only accelerating.
So what you heard from those CEOs is their desire to use digital technology to change their business outcomes, whether it be how they engage their customers and personalize that, how they empower their employees so that they better decisions and drive their business forward, how they optimize their operations, how they build up that predictive power inside of their organization so that every operation is intelligent. And lastly, how they transform their products or services and their fundamental business model. It's these digital outcomes that every CEO deeply cares about. In fact, the thing that we will talk a lot about is every customer of ours now is not only looking to use digital technology, but they are building digital technology of their own.
Hello. I hope this gives you more insight. The CEOs talk from the medical, from software, from production industry, from education
I
industry.
look forward to seeing you back again next year in one.
Okay, so this is what is the multiple CEOs talking about this digital transformation journey. So everybody wants to change their businesses, everybody wants to change their employees, everybody wants to change their processes, everybody wants to change their customers by the way they service. So this is what is being talked in the industry by the all the companies. So this is Microsoft, what we saw right now. So why digital industrial disruption? Why we need that? Why everybody is enforcing the digital transformation? So really the reason for this, we need to understand that every industry is going from the transformation change. So why these companies are investing billions of or millions of rupees in the digital transformation technology? You take any software company, if you're reading newspapers, if you've gone through the TCS, you've gone through Infosys, they talk a lot about digital transformation or digital journey every quarter, every year. So that's why people are their customers are investing, so they are also investing in these technologies. So what through various research and conversations with the customers and the partners, what people have found three micro trends which is disrupting the industries across the globe. So there are these major challenges. One is the first one, what we talk about is the worker shortage. So every factory needs the worker, every factory needs the employees. So every factory is trying to find the right talent, and there is shortage of talent. And what is happening in the industry? Workforce are retiring with their decades of experience, expertise, challenges. जे जुने लोक आहेत ते रिटायर होत आहेत आणि they are not able to get that kind of talent from the industry. So and also at the same time there is a challenge for keeping the top engineering talents inside the company. So that's impacting the whole situations, is impacting the manufacturing industry. And this is happening globally. This is not happening only in India. This is happening everywhere. There is a gap, a skill gap. What our Prime Minister talk about is this particular thing. There is a skill gap and we need to bridge that gap. So this is what is the first reason. The another reason is there is constant pressure on the companies to reduce their cost or to become a competitive. Because what happens, one day come one products, he charge premium, but the another day another two more similar products launched, and there is a cost pressure on everyone. So everyone needs to be reduce their cost or find out another solution for their existing problems. So, and there is also one more possibility. This is risk and cost pressure due to the trade wars. China is fighting against US is fighting against China. There is a fight between India and China. So these are the putting pressures on the manufacturers, and they want to reduce this risk or the cost what they are having in their businesses. And a digital disruption is coming from every direction. whether it's a small company, small startup, big giants, everywhere digital transformation is taking place. And these small startups with the digital business models are threatening to the traditional business models. If you took the example of Amazon, it's threatening to the well-established business. We are buying online, we are getting service online. So Amazon has taken everyone by surprise, and they with this digital technology or disruption, they become the one of the big companies. So these big or the small companies are threatening to these big giants. So that's why it's very important for these companies to implement the digital disruption or digital technologies or digital disrupt their own business models with the digital disruption. So this is very important for us to know, since you people all are, you're from first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and beyond that, if you could see pictures, some of them you will go into the companies, some of them will become entrepreneurs, some of them will going forward will become managers, going forward will become directors, some of them will be also become CEOs, or some of them become the CEO from day one. If you start your own startup and you have brilliant idea, so that's the possibilities you have, and you need to understand why this digital disruption or digital uh, uh, transformation is important. So I will like to know from all of you, if you could unmute and tell us which are the emerging technologies are emerging in this new era of information technology or industry 4.0 era. So can somebody tell us which is the emerging technologies coming up? Hello. Hello. So we need response from you, otherwise it's one-way session.
Artificial intelligence.
That's correct. Another one?
Virtual reality.
That's correct. Another one?
Self-driven vehicles.
Yes, that's also true. So you all are right. These are the digital transformation journeys: artificial intelligence, autonomous vehicle, big data analytics and cloud, custom manufacturing and 3D printing or additive manufacturing, what we talk, Internet of Things and connected devices, robots and drones, and social media and platforms. So these are the information given in the World Economic Forum. So they are being working with more than across the globe with more than 20,000 customers, and they find out that these technologies will be most emerging technologies, and one has to be excel into these technologies. So we are talking about the industry 4.0. Industry 1.0, as Kudale sir said, it started back in 18th century. So what was that basically? That was the first mechanical loom was there, or we started producing the steam power or hydropower, and we started running the manufacturing plants with those generation of power. Then with the beginning of 20th century, we started mass production using the electrical energy. Electrical energy was introduced, and that helped to get the mass production, like car industry, the agriculture manufacturing industries, or another mass producing components industries has been started coming up very heavily. And the assembly lines, what we talk about, we talk about the Mahindra, or we talk about Bajaj, or we talk about Tata Motors, everybody is assembly lines. So those assembly lines started back at the beginning of 20th century. Then third industrial disruption came into the picture with the help of electronics and IT. So here what happening is we are rapidly automizing our work, or with the help of programming languages or electronics or IT softwares. So we have done a lot of things into that. So we reached to the mature level, and what people talk about now is the fourth industrial revolution. So this revolution is all about digitizing the industry in various forms, in various shapes. So this is what is the fourth industrial revolution, and that the people who are in the first year or third year or even in fourth year, they are going to see this change very fast, very quick. The people are changing very fast, the processes are changing very fast, the factories are changing, and this, so the skills are also changing very fast. So you need to be aware which kind of skills you need to build in the future. So this is what is the industry 4.0. This is a nice video. This will help everyone to understand about the this video. So
You have the chance to be part of it.
this is
Like before. It's not about the steam that powered our factories in the first revolution, or the mass production model that dominated the second, or even the emergence of computer-driven systems from the third revolution that we're living in today. Industry 4.0 is about connectivity. It's an opportunity to radically change the way industry responds to the needs of society. As previous industrial revolutions were led by innovations in manufacturing processes and systems, the advancement of Industry 4.0 will be driven by a smart, interconnected, pervasive environment. The opportunities for disruption are huge, and those left behind will feel it acutely. There is still space for leaders of this new revolution to emerge, but the race has already started. Understanding what current leaders are doing will help you join them. KPMG formally examined what those trailblazers were doing in their factories and their offices, and it revealed some thought-provoking findings. Our research highlighted a number of areas that current Industry 4.0 leaders are focusing on. Leaders are planning ahead with clear strategic vision, driven by performance and tying investment to proven opportunities for growth, progress, and innovation. They are focused on discovering how smart products and processes can be developed. Integration is key. The major players are moving away from isolated silo-driven development, which limits scope and value of new projects. Instead, they are moving towards large-scale and proactive integration across their enterprise and among their customers, supply base, and products to ensure they are aware of every possible opportunity Industry 4.0 technology has to offer. Perhaps most importantly, they are not afraid to think big and act bold. This means nurturing innovation, developing disruptive thought processes aimed at devastating the status quo, and looking for opportunity in every element of their value chain, from which products are designed and how they are produced, to who they are sold to and how they are purchased. Your organization may be radically different in the future, with a range of products, services, and processes you can't currently predict. Do you want to join the leaders of Industry 4.0? Can you afford not to? Then our advice is, plan ahead. Fight radical change with integrated radical action. And embrace the fact that it's time for manufacturers to step up and start making smart, bold moves. If you don't, you could be left behind. You have this chance. Let us help you take it.
I hope everyone understood what was meant into this video. So now I will take you through the PTC solutions for this digital transformation. PTC is the known company. They have the product called PTC Creo that you might be using in your computer labs. And they have been making this IoT enabled CAD, digital twin CAD, or like that. So this is the digital journey of PTC. So I'll just take this quick video of 6 seconds. You will understand a lot of things. So basically what PTC is offering is the digital complete solution, suite of solutions for the mechanical industry or the discrete manufacturing industry. So I'll just run this video. Maybe this will take a time. Okay, this video may be not running right now, but this is a good video. I will send you the link. You can go through that link and you can understand what's PTC strategy. So, the threads companies that trying to do these digital strategies, trying to become the it's not becoming the digital software company or making the good website, having presence on social media. So this is really not mean the digitization of the industry or the becoming the analytics company who is analyzing the data and giving it to the customers, or even they trying to develop some platforms. So what PTC thinks is that PTC is having more than 30 years of experience in this industrial innovation platform. So PTC understands that we cannot fly the digital airplane. So it's very tough to fly the digital airplane. So what we need to do is we need to make the company, which is the industrial company, not to become a digital company, but to become the smart company or smart factory or smart connected products or smart connected operations, what customers can do into this digital transformation journey. So the goal is to leverage the digital technologies to win the industrial company and to capitalize on the convergence of physical and digital. So this is what is PTC thought process is that since this is a CAD company, predominantly it is used for the product design and PLM, product lifecycle management. So this is what is the PTC thoughts. So PTC is basically, if you see this logo, this is a physical and digital logo of PTC, which tell us the vision of PTC. Basically, the brand PTC has created is that is what is their vision to connect the physical and digital world together. So what is mean by the physical and digital world? The PTC start with the CAD and PLM to define the iterate or validate the things in the digital world before the things are going to manufactured into the physical world and the assets. So that's what is the digital data. And then it leverages the IoT technology to take all data from the physical product. Physical product means what? The product which we are using. Let's say we have a car, that's a physical product. And what is a digital? The model of car is a digital product. So connecting these two is the call as a digital transformation. So how that can be done? So that can be done using IoT, Internet of Things, technology to take all the data from physical data, physical products, physical assets in the field and factories, and bring that data back into the digital world. So that's what is PTC is doing. How they do it? So they have created the digital thread with the help of augmented reality with the physical product. So that's the journey they do, and on that physical product, by installing some or by adding some sensors, taking data from that and bringing back into the PLM and that data, and that superimposes onto the physical world. So this is a journey what PTC does. So digital transformation means by which the industrial companies can capitalize on digital, physical digital conversion. So this is what is PTC's logo. This is what I was talking about. The physical words gives the insight about the product. Right now you can see the tractor. This tractor, if you see, this is a physical product, what tractor is, but it's working inside the field. While working inside the field, it can give a lot of information uh, about the state of the field, what kind of how the tractor is performing there, what kind of fuel efficiency it is having, all those kind of things. Even if we go further, it can also tell us if we put more fertilizer inside the field, what kind of outcome was that, and if we put less fertilizer inside the field, what kind of income, what kind of output was there for the farmer. So that kind of data can be captured using this systems installed inside the tractors, and that is again going back to the digital world. So here we analyze that data, modify that data. Based on that, we change our tractors, we change our processes, we change our equipments. Again, we give it back in the form of AR, how to use those changes or those developments what carried out on the product, and again given it back to the physical world to use it. So this means that digital models that virtually represent their physical counterparts, the virtual representation of a physical product or operational process or a person's tax can be used to understand or predict the physical counterpart by leveraging both business system data, defines it, and physical world experience, capture it to the sensors. So there are, these are the basically how it happens. So what really digitization transforms? It's basically three things it transforms. People is the products, process, and people. These three things are get transformed in the digitization, in the digitized world. So these three things will get changed in this world. If you take the products and services, how will be the products will be smart and connected and are transforming the competition. So that will be defined. Processes, how those processes will be matured and how those will be smart while manufacturing those products. How assembly lines will be efficient, how overall efficiency of the plant can be improved. That can be done into the process. And the people. So as we told that there is a retiring force in the globe, and the skill sets what they were carrying out it's very difficult to copy, or new generation don't want to work with the old ways. So that's what is where the people comes, and that's where the augmented reality helps the people to understand how to do the things in a modern way or in a different way or in a digitized way. So these are the topics what we talk about. So there has been some articles published on PTC website. You can go and read. These are very beautiful articles. How the Harvard PTC basically tied up with the Harvard Business University, and they come up with the how smart and connected products are transforming the competition, where you will get the insight about the products, how the products are getting transformed or will get transformed in coming days, and the processes, how the processes have been getting transformed inside the factories. That's what we call operations or those things, and how people are changing their processes to work. That will you get into the manager's guide to the augmented reality. So this is very beautiful articles. If you go through it, you will come to know more about what we are talking about and how the world is going to change. And as all the video says, if you are going to left behind, you are out of the world. So you have no other choice than follow the others. So it's very important for us to understand these technologies. So how companies are overcoming these challenges, what we discussed right now with the product, people and processes, worker shortage or cost pressures or digital disruptions. So why people are investing so billions of dollars, and what is the outcome of those products and processes? What is the answer for that? The answer for that is the ability to drive the critical product and service differentiation. So that's what we talked about, the smart connected products. Let's say what is meant by the smart connected products. Now, if you are walking, your mobile shows how many steps you have walked. If you are drinking water, it shows how much water you have drank. If you are running a car, it is showing that how your car is being driven, whether it is as per the as per the norms, whether it was having sufficient oil while driving the car or not. These things are tracked by digitization. That's what we call as a smart connected products. Then another solution is ability to enable the operational effectiveness. What we talked about, the smart factories, every machine can be talked with each other. Management will know, or the people will know how machine is operating, whether it's going to be into the maintenance or not, or whether we need to do a preventive maintenance, and when we need to do the preventive maintenance, what kind of output it is giving, whether operating is operating at fullest capacity or not. Those all things will come into these processes, and these are automated processes, so there is no manual interventions. So basically machines are talking with the machines, that's what we said. And on the top of it, the smart connected people, the people workforce, I mean, they will be more productive, they will be more quality conscious people than ever inside the industry. So so what PTC is offering, PTC offers a complete solution. Trio, you people are already using it. Winchill is the PLM. This is the product lifecycle management for the complete data management inside the companies. A lot of companies are using, they are digitizing their bombs, their engineering bomb, their production bombs. You will definitely come to know when you will be in the industry. And they have also ALM. Now all these things are connected with the ThingsWorks and the software called Kpare and Augmented Reality app Viporia. So how the people are using it? I mean, we have the engineering department, sales marketing department, manufacturing department, customer operations, customer service. All these departments are there, and everyone has to measure their operation effectiveness, workforce productivity, quality across the enterprise. Each function has a different perspective and contribution. Let's say engineering is accelerating the time to the market. What at the same time, what manufacturing is doing, they want to have more productivity or more production or more throughput. At the same time, the CXO, the company's chief technology officer, what he is thinking, how to increase the revenue of the opportunities. So all these are the different outcomes people want inside the organizations. So we are part of that. I mean, somebody comes in, goes into the sales marketing, some goes into the engineering, some becomes the CXO. As I already told you, there are some CXOs or there are some CFOs or CEOs sitting in front of me right now listening to this digital transformation journey. So what people do, what we can do as an engineering department, or as an engineering designer, or as an engineering aspiring student, mechanical engineering aspiring student who wants to go in a design, what he should know, the what is currently going inside the market. If you are focusing on engineering, you need to know how topology optimization is going to play a role, how generative design is going to use, and how that is going to help additive manufacturing, and how that is going to bring the innovative product design just before the manufacturing. So that's where product differentiation will come. If you know these technologies, then you will be able to know what is happening with the engineering departments and what is going to you work, if you are going to decide to work in engineering department, you need to know all these things. Like processes, if you're in the process improvement kind of thing, so you need to integrate your analysis package or analysis product, like we could say the Creo Simulation Live, which is having capabilities of ANSYS or ANSYS itself. So you can develop the new workflow, you can change it for better operational effectiveness, and you drive the operational effectiveness for the process guys, like manufacturing or other guys, and the people who are working actually on the shop floor or working in any department, be it sales or be it into the customer service, they will have the augmented reality kind of things. So they will collaborate with the product design people, create the experiences which will fascinate the customers about their product. That will reduce their time for servicing, or giving trainings to the customers, or solving customers' problems from the remote locations. So that will drive the workforce productivity, and that's what you need to think as a future engineers right from the beginning of the engineering. So this way we can transform all the process. What I talk about is how we can transform this product, processes, and people for the engineering. So it's very important for us to understand these things. Then the opportunities what we are having, if we go to the these 5 solutions what PTC is having for transforming product, people, and processes. If you take one of the category, that is manufacturing solutions suite, which is huge market opportunity for industrial companies. I mean, they want some manufacturing solutions suite for the engineering companies, where their PTC brings the value for these manufacturing suite, improving the manufacturing workforce productivity. You can have I'm having link for that. I will share with you. You can go and read through that link. You will come to know how that manufacturing productivity solution is leveraged by the companies, and how they are being used it. Like ThinkWorks Operator Advisor is the app name what we have. It has capabilities to deliver the digital work instructions in the context and eliminating the static paper and PDF based instructions. So nobody receives PDF based instructions, they receive directly the instructions in the digitized form. Then Vipuria Chalk is for the shop floor technicians. This is freely available now. You can, if you want to experience how to work remotely, you can definitely go on PTC website and find for PTC Vipuria Chalk. That's a free app. I will advise for every student to go and use that app. You will come to know what is the augmented reality is going to do in the field. It's available free only up to August 31. So you can actually download and try to use. Similar way, Windchill manufacturing link is there. So that's a digital thread information to the manufacturing information. It's a manufacturing process management, what we say. So it gives the complete engineering information. Like engineering creates the design, they create the assemblies, they create the BOM out of that, and that BOM they give it to whom? They give it to the manufacturing. So to have the better product, to get the product manufactured. So that whole process in the company today works into the different departments. It's not connected. We give the drawings physically to the manufacturing department. Manufacturing, we give them physically the work instructions, how to do it, and we lost a lot of efficiency or information during this journey. So what this Windchill MPM link does, it creates the engineering BOM that they directly transfer it to the manufacturing people along with the drawings and all other workable instructions or process drawings or everything, compliance, what they need to do with those products. All things goes into along with that product. So it's single source of truth becomes the truth, and that's the way it is being used in the industry. So these are the solutions used already by industry. A lot of people inside the industry are using it. So I will just take you through the engineering excellence, what these people does. If you go on to the PTC website, you will have this video. I will not run this video, but what they have done is Polaris is basically the scooter company, or the scooters on the snow. So they manufacture those kind of equipments. So what they do is they have done the BOM management, and they manage their CAD data, bill of material, visualization for the modular E-bomb structure, and they make a lot of variations and options for their designs. So what they do with this is they do the design verification and visualization. Like augmented reality, they use the variant specific AR for design review and visualization process and process plan visualization. Manufacturing process planning, they also do the role and task based access for these technologies. And they use additive manufacturing, topology optimization, these and the CFD. So what additive manufacturing does, it basically helps the designers to create and optimize the lattice structures and print them immediately. Like if you're making any product inside your CAD lab, will you be fascinated to do it into the produce it into the additive manufacturing, just make it 3D printing out of that and see how the product looks like, and how it is a shape. You want to add some aesthetic look, you want to add some chamfers, some radiuses, and so on, or you want to change it for a completely different product. So that's what is can be done with the help of additive manufacturing. And topology optimization, I will show you one good example what is topology optimization. It basically generates the design solvings with the specific criteria. I mean, what is this topology optimization and generative design is bringing is that we are trying to become like a mother nature. I mean, म्हणजे आपण ज्या आपल्या आजूबाजूला ज्या गोष्टी आहेत त्याप्रमाणे आपण आपल्या गोष्टी कशा बनवू शकतो. So I will just take you through that. Then Whirlpool is there. They have connected washing machines, and they are sharing the information among the 70,000 colleagues and 66 global facilities. So they are using these technologies to use. Then another is KTM, largest motorcycle manufacturer, or they're also using this kind of technologies to service their product, to lightweight their bike, to have more fuel efficiency, and to go to the newer heights of comfort, or comfort for the in terms of seat design, frame designs, or counterbalance. So all those things are basically being used by these technologies. So I will just quickly run you through the one very good video. If you'll able to, I will just run it for a few minutes, but just listen to this video. This is from the Jim Happelman. Jim Happelman, he is president and CEO. This is a big video, but I will not going to run through that. I'm going to run it for 7 minutes, but please listen it carefully. Whatever we talk about, it is just summarizing into that.
So let's dive into digital transformation. I'd like to start by saying I don't think this means becoming a digital company, say, but it really means looking at all the different ways that new digital technologies could transform an industrial company. Before I go deep.
Hello. Are you able to see the video and hear the video?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I will once again request all to listen carefully for this 7 minutes. It's very important things he has talked about the industry and how it is going to transform.
I want to just point out that a tremendous amount of money is being invested in this topic of digital transformation. In fact, the industry analyst firm IDC did a study in 2018 that said on a worldwide basis, $1 trillion was being invested under the heading of digital transformation. And the report went on to say that 30% of this investment was coming from both discrete and process manufacturing. So that's basically $300 billion that your peers are investing in digital transformation. And so if we're going to invest $300 billion, we must be expecting to get even more than $300 billion in return back. And so I want to spend a little bit of time too saying, well, what is the nature of that return? What could you expect to get? And I think at the highest level, to be simple, it's efficiency. A company that operates more efficiently in everything it does. It's differentiation in the products, in the brand promise, in customer service. And then finally, flexibility. You know, the type of flexibility that allows a company to adjust its strategy, you know, to changing dynamics in the industry and to do that quickly. So there's some very big returns. And I want to point out, I think for an industrial company, there are three unique levers that you have that could be used to transform your company. So the first is products. You could actually change what it is that you produce by looking at digital technology. The second is operations. You could be more flexible, more efficient, higher quality in terms of all your processes in production, supply chain, what have you, using new digital technologies. And the third is actually people, your workers. Your workers could be made much more productive thanks to several new digital technologies that are coming onto the scene. So you have these three different levers, and I'm going to talk about all of them, but I'd like to start with the discussion about how your products might change. Now, in a lot of cases, people are...
I will request to watch this, the things what he is going to explain in this high performance computing, how they are analyzing the parts and how they are using it, using the AI, artificial intelligence and Internet of Things kind of technology.
Producing products that are physical, and perhaps over time they're becoming a bit more digital. I want to start by talking about the physical part of products and then the digital parts. So here's a traditional physical product, a fantastic looking snowmobile from Polaris. And I want to talk about how high performance computing, which is one of the new capabilities available to us thanks to the cloud, is used to transform the way we would design such a product. So let's take a quick look at a video. This snowmobile has a certain part in its suspension that I'm fixated on. It's kind of rainbow colored right now to show the levels of stress and right now deformation. You can see that under load, this part's going to move around a lot. And if I look, there's some stress pockets here that are concerning. It's likely to break. So I've used analytics to simulate what will happen to that part, but now I can simulate it on each change. So I'm going to insert here some extra ribs, if you will, in this aluminum extruded part. And as soon as I commit that change, using high performance computing, we reanalyze that part, and I can see immediately that the problem's been solved. So now think about it. With high performance computing, I can simulate on each and every mouse clip, basically, or certainly each and every change as I'm designing a product. I never get far off track because I have analytics and high performance computing looking over my shoulder at the type of work I'm doing and guiding me each step of the way, whether each change I'm making is adding value or perhaps subtracting value. Next, I want to talk about artificial intelligence and additive manufacturing through the lens of design. But before I do that, I want to show you something to think about, and that is how Mother Nature designs things versus how man designed things. So here's a quick little video clip thinking originally about a flying machine. That's Mother Nature's flying machine on the left and man's flying machine on the right. And if you look at the wing, the external is very, very different. And if we look at the internal, the ribs and struts and so forth, very, very different. Lightning strategies, again, very, very different. Mother Nature makes very sophisticated designs using a additive process called cell division. And it yields very different solutions, for example, for capturing energy or for circulating fluids and gases and so forth. Mother Nature systems on the left is extremely sophisticated and frankly, extremely efficient. Man's design on the right is trying to approximate that to the degree possible, but constrained by what we can actually produce. So for example, the veins and arteries coming out of the hearts have wildly variable diameters. That's pretty hard to produce. So in man's machines, much more of constant diameter piping and so forth. So what's interesting is that if we use AI in additive manufacturing, we're no longer constrained to the limitations of traditional manufacturing processes, and we can get much closer to designs that really look like maybe Mother Nature created them herself. So I want to show you a quick example. And for this example, I'm going to use an iconic Triumph motorcycle. Now, a Triumph motorcycle, is a special product, and of course, the cosmetic look and feel of this product is very, very important to the buyer. So I'm going to say, how could I radically change the design without making it look strange? Because probably if it looks strange, people wouldn't buy it. And I'm going to use a strategy of AI-driven generative design on the front end and additive manufacturing on the back end. I want to focus on a certain part. It's called a swing arm. It's the part that attaches the rear wheel to the motorcycle. It's a normal assembly made of steel castings and steel pipes. It's 5 parts when modeled in a CAD system. That's what it looks like in traditional manufacturing. So now I want to switch to AI and additive, but I want to specify what the outer envelope looks like and then turn the computer algorithms loose. So I say I want it to look like that outer shape, but you figure out what to put inside it. You don't have to make it hollow or make it solid. You can make it as hollow as you want, but make sure it works. So the blue elements here are really the areas that are calculated to carry meaningful load in the part. So you can see that's actually the efficient internal shape. Very, very strange shape, very strange looking. And so by the time the CAD system regenerates this part with the human specified outer shell and the algorithm driven inner shell, I end up with a part that's really very interesting. It looks nice to the human eye, but look at the yellow shapes inside that human specified outer shell. It's very, very elegant, interesting design. Looks like something Mother Nature might have come up with. And it's a very efficient design. It will print as fast as possible, consume the smallest amount of material, weigh the least, and yet effectively carry the load. Realizing, of course, that the load is asymmetric. There's a chain on one side, not on the other, and that's why the internal shape of the part is asymmetric as well. So kind of a great example of collaborative design that's part human, part artificial intelligence, and in both cases, back-ended with additive manufacturing, because there's no other way that you could produce such a part other than to print it using, in this case, a metal form.
So I'll stop this video here, switch back to my PPT, but I hope you understand what we are, what we mean by the artificial intelligence or augmented reality or the parts used in the manufacturing and so on. So these are the companies where they are using it for sales and marketing, like Sulzer, Mercedes-Benz, and Fujitsu. Like these companies are using it. So the Woodward, Hirotech, and BAE Systems is using it for the manufacturing purposes. So these are the companies which are enabling their sales teams to use this kind of things. And this is the product and service oriented companies are using it. They are using it for the optimization of the service parts. So there are different use cases for that. So this is what is the digital transformation journey. How PTC does it? Basically, it is having the foundation. Okay, that foundation is consist of the basically in the bottom, if you say it's an cloud platform is there. So basically that is used for the collecting the data from these systems. And what PTC use, PTC is having Creo, Windchill, ThingsWorks, Viporia, what I shown you, and PTC also partner with the partners like Rockwell Automation, Ansys Digital, McKinsey, Accenture. These kind of things are there, which is used in the PTC technology platform. And on the top of it, we can create the application suite for the PTC solution suite, what we talk about, where we can use connectively a CAD system. We can create a digital twin, we can create a manufacturing suite solutions, we can create the support solutions, we can create the service solutions. So these are the different solutions what we can provide basically. So these are the uh, this is the framework what PTC works, and I will love to see the people can use this kind of technologies. Just to summarize, what I will like to there are specific technologies in the PTC framework, how they do it. So there is a lot of depth and breadth in these PTC capabilities, which is required for these digital transformation solutions. So what each column, what I'm showing on the screen, summarizes the key capabilities on each platform. They serves two purposes. First is to give a deep dive into the each of these technology platform, and second is to show how digital transformation solutions require a unique combination of capabilities for each column. For example, the company which we saw, Hodon, if we take that example, they use the couple of capabilities from the Creo or 3D design, like generative design and design for additive manufacturing. Then couple of from Windchill, like project collaboration and workflow or BOM management and product variability management. They use, and couple of from ThingsWorks, like connecting the product, acquiring the data and analyzing that data, and creating the experience in the augmented reality platform Viporia. So this is what is the complete strategy what PTC is having. So this is what is the overall portfolio what you can see, and this is basically the new CAD system what we see right now. How this bracket was changed using additive and subtractive manufacturing. And there is also multi-body design new feature into the Creo 7.0, where you can design the products multi-body. In a single product you can create the multiple bodies. So this is which is very unique thing what PTC brought into the Creo 7.0, and which makes it very powerful for the mechanical engineers or the designers who are designing the product, and at the same time they can do the real-time simulation. This engine is powered by the ANSYS, so you can get the ANSYS running inside the PTC environment. And similarly, generative design gives the options. Right now what we saw, the bracket is changed like mother nature. So that's what is generative design, along with additive manufacturing, gives the possibilities to change the product completely, the way they manufactured and the way they used. So it's becoming a very different product, and there are a lot of enhancement in Creo 7.0. Now I'll not go into the videos of this, but I think this is one more thing which I will like to show you. This is augmented reality or digital twin kind of thing. So I'll just go through this video only. This is a short video, 2-minute video, wherein it is the augmented reality used into
product development. Visualizing what that product will look
variations.
like can be difficult, and creating physical models of that product is expensive and time-consuming. While viewing CAD designs in 2D and 3D can be useful, it doesn't offer the ability to visualize a product in physical space at full scale. With augmented reality, designers can place a CAD design virtually within a physical room.
So this is a virtual design of the bike, which is kept inside the showroom.
To accurately visualize a current design, built off real-time product development data, Windchill software helps to digitally define and manage product data and bills of materials, which can then be leveraged and extended through the Vuforia platform to create AR experiences. Controlled by options and rules, it's easy to view variants of a product based.
So this is the customer is creating his own product on the ground, or he is visualizing it actually how it will be look like after configuring the product, and they have used VR for this, AR for this, sorry, augmented reality for this.
Polaris snowmobile, for example, it's easy to select which type of vehicle designers want to review and understand spatially how the vehicle functions and interacts with its various parts. Functions across the organization can select from a list of generated variants from Windchill to visualize data through AR. This functionality could also be applied to various sales and marketing scenarios. For instance, dealers can provide buyers with an immersive experience on their show floors by visualizing virtual product options, colors, or accessories before buying. AR design review capabilities also allows designers to review and evaluate specific product features virtually before taking that product to market, saving companies on modeling and production-related costs. Vuforia connects to Windchill and ThingWorx, displaying data-like effectivity, lifecycle status, option codes, and cost for each variant. Combined with Windchill's product development platform, Vuforia merges the physical with the digital world through AR. The result is a more effective and efficient means to collaboration with a highly consumable way of reviewing and extending product and related system data. By extending these capabilities outside of the company, the opportunity exists to enhance the customer buying and service experience and ultimately drive an increase in revenue.
So this was the one. So this is there is one more case for IoT. If you like, I will run or I will stop here. So you would like to see this video also? Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
You would like to see this video?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Industrial innovation platform can easily deliver industry-specific applications to save time and money, providing accurate, real-time access to the most critical. Let's take a look at how IoT is being used in the water industry. Real and simulated data to represent real-world infrastructure, commonly found in a municipal water collection and distribution networks. We'll also highlight how ThingWorx asset advisors can continuously monitor parameters of this equipment to detect problems before they cause down. For this demonstration, let's say I'm a superintendent at the Department of Public Works, a director of facilities for a water department, or a contract third-party utility responsible for providing water and wastewater treatment and distribution services for my community. I'm mainly interested in being able to easily view the condition of critical assets system-wide, in addition to managing various systems and equipment. Let's start by accessing the app by selecting Smart Water. At the pump summary screen, you'll see all 10 pump stations located within the Boston metro region. A scoring system has been determined based on equipment uptime, energy consumption, and service cost. Each station on the list is color-coded based on this score. Because of the specifically low score, let's view the St. Mary Street pump station. When a facility is selected, you'll see basic profile information such as facility name, address, operating status, current pump station level, and number of pumps. A water plant superintendent, service technician, or field engineer can remotely monitor a set of assets they are responsible for. In this case, a set of pumps at a station, including their status info and key properties. Simply select an individual facility to view more detailed information. Selecting on an item has automatically filtered items based on the location. An asset advisor can also filter on status, availability, operating status, manufacturer, and more. In this case, we see that these pumps are in a warning state, and one pump is unexpectedly down, prompting inspection. In the details view of the offline asset, you can see all sorts of information about this pump and has several filters on the left pane to choose from. By clicking on performance, we can see a historical data of the operating status of the pump. Combine more in-depth information and analyze why the pump is down by selecting additional menu items. By clicking the Monitor Properties link, you can see all the data coming from the sensors on the pump, including the pump's discharge rate. Here, the discharge rate is currently in a warning state, indicated by the yellow-coded exclamation mark. The abnormal discharge would indicate that an object or debris is interfering with the pump. Servicing history will also provide helpful insight, and by clicking on the service log link, we can see when the pump was last serviced and by whom. Also see a service event is automatically created by the system when the error occurred. The fields for the new service event are set to be determined or TBD until the pump can be further invested and later be updated. If field service is required, updating the location to on-site could be configured to trigger automatic creation of service certificates in an external field service management system. With this information, we can view past and commonly occurring service activity. The logs page displays recent operations that have led to decreased discharge rates. There are no operations listed that would have resulted in a problem. With all this data in one the service manager can analyze this information before dispatching a technician to service the pump. Additionally, the manager or technician responsible for that plan or pump can take a more proactive approach in the future by configuring alerts to automatically be routed to an email or phone number. Alerts can be quickly added and configured in the administration setup menu. Here, we will select the pump that we want to configure for email or text alerts. In this case, we will update an existing alert for discharge and have the alert automatically sent to a service technician if there are additional issues with the pump. These alerts will arrive to the technician's email or phone via text, depending on the user's delivery methods. With these integrated, smart, connected tools, we can peer into the past and help list assets, detailed information, uses.
So this was the example of smart connected product or also operations. So this is what is we have, and these products has been rated by a lot of analysts, and a lot of people are seeing the tractions in things works. It's growing 32% worldwide and 57% market share for the augmented reality. That's what is PTC saying. So there are many analysts what you can see here, and PTC is the unique company which brings a lot of possibilities into the reality. If you look at the PTC, what I will say, you look at from the concept design to the part design, assembly, modeling, then improving those designs and those processes using generative design, multi-body design, and additive manufacturing techniques, and using Creo simulation live, you can improve them like anything. On the top of that, you can connect them, you can make them very smart using IoT or ThingsWorks platform, and make them usable to the users at very user friendly, right there in mobile or right there in front of them, and use augmented reality for that purpose. So this is a very big journey in digital transformation. That's what PTC does. As we are in the presentation, I would like to just tell you that PTC is the global company which having 42% revenue coming from America, 39% from Europe, and 19% from Asia, and it's 1.2 billion company, employing more than 6,000, and I think 1/3 employees is in India. So a lot of Indians are taking actively participations in these developments, and the revenue comes from various verticals like industrial products, electronics, aerospace, automotive, and retail. And this is about our company. We based out of Pune and Nashik. We have more than 250 clients, and we have been providing solutions for PTC, Ansys, Stratasys, and ZWSoft for the engineering as well as architectural clients. And what we offer is software solutions, manpower solutions, outsourcing solutions, and training solutions to the various engineering companies as well as educational institutes. So this is what is about us. So I'm really thankful to everyone to have a patience for such a long time. So thank you very much for having. Now you can ask the questions if you have anything.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I would like to ask you, can you please guide our students how they utilize this time for the software practice?
Yes. What I will suggest, you have, if you go to the PTC website, maybe I will just take you through that website. PTC website. This was in fact good question. I actually forgot to mention how they can use this. If I'll go to the PTC website, there is very good facilities for the students which you can use it. If you want to learn design perspective, or you want to learn the from the perspective of designing something, and you want to use the Creo, you get 1 year's full license. Okay, 1 year full license on your laptop. Only condition is that it has to be used by the students in the on their laptops, not inside the college. So if I will show you maybe education and support. If you go to the education and support, you will find a lot of steps. I mean, if somebody wants to make the smart connected product, they can go and learn here. There is the tool, Vipuria developer. If you see here, developer tools is there. You can go here and you can actually try to use these ThingsWorks and Vipuria tools. I think last year, I don't know the name of the students from Guru Gobind Singh, but we have video on our YouTube channel. They have created the augmented reality experience using these free tools. So I will request everyone can go on this ThingsWorks developer tool and Vipuria developer tool. Here you will be able to get the Vipuria and ThingsWorks, and also you can get the downloads actually, which is free for the students. I'm not able to see here, but you can go and maybe on this PTC Academic, you will find them to use it. It's for students. If you go to the student, so all the students can use it. It is for 1 year. See here, it is a free PTC software, and MathCAD is also there on the top of it. So if you can go here and try to use it, see it. Onshape is free. Onshape is also PTC tool. You can also try that. This is SaaS based tool. I mean, this is work on only website, no installation, nothing required. You can go directly and start using Onshape, and you can use it collaboratively. I mean, if your group, if you are the final year students and trying to do some project, you can do collaboratively. I mean, on time, real time, you can do all those things. Similar way, there is Creo for university students is also there. You can go and download from here. Also, you will find out some AR experiences, or MathCAD is also there. Then I think ThingsWorks and Vipuria is also there for generating initial experiences for the student. So they can use this time to learn these things. You will get a lot of information on the PTC channel, PTC YouTube channel, or you can also come back to us. We are based out of Nashik, and we are always happy for the students. I'm always happy to offer our helping hand to the Guru Gobind Singh students. So we'll be happy to give you the any information you required while using these technologies. Yeah, any more question? Any questions from students? Hello. 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 Any questions from students? अरे सगळ्यांकडे एनर्जी पाहिजे. This is very disruptive technology. Nobody is speaking up.
Hello, second year students, you can ask.
अरे खूप क्वेश्चन्स पाहिजे ना सगळ्यांकडे.
कोणाला काही बोलायचं असेल तर तुम्ही बोला. त्यावरती म्हणजे सरांचं तुम्हाला गायडन्स नंतरही तुम्हाला प्रोजेक्ट बेस किंवा सेमिनार बेस सुद्धा तुम्हाला भेटणार आहे.
फाईन सर. आय थिंक नोबडी इथे सगळ्यांना खूप समजलं किंवा नाही समजलेलं आहे. I hope if you have any questions, please come back to us. सरांकडे आले तरी चालेल आणि माझ्याकडे आला तरी चालेल.
डेफिनेटली सर, आम्ही तुमचे कॉन्टॅक्ट नंबर्स नक्की त्यांच्याशी शेअर करणार आहोत.
येस सर.
थँक्यू पगार सर फॉर accepting our invitation and provided this knowledge which definitely add in the digital transformation, how they participate in the industrial revolution. Thank you sir.